and here in Facebook. Start live broadcast. Yes, good afternoon or good evening, everyone. This is Rochelle Rivera once again from Professional VAs Academy, and this is our, I think, 8th session for the VApreneur on air. And we are live via YouTube channel Rochelle Rivera and Facebook Live. We're using BeLive TV. Thank you so much, BeLive. And with me tonight is Miguel Warren, the country manager of Pioneer PH. I met Miguel about more than a year ago, I think, or about 2 years ago in one of the Pioneer Forum in one of their events. And since then, he's been supporting all of the VApreneur programs and events. And tonight's episode is very important to us because he will be sharing everything that he knows about earning money online. Now, but before that, before I give you to him, let me tell you something about Miguel. Aside from being the country manager of Pioneer Philippines, which is the leading my mic is automatically muted. Okay, it was founded in 2005 and based on New York. In New York, Pioneer is venture-backed, profitable, and ranked in the top 100 of 5,000 financial services companies. Wow. Miguel graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Management Engineering from the Ateneo de Manila University. He has been involved in financial technology, or fintech, since 2003 with global solution providers such as FIS, SunGard, and GFG Group, now the Wirecard. Miguel has worked with banks, mobile payments operators, and payment schemes, the Visa, MasterCard, and UnionPay across Southeast Asia to deliver card, mobile, and cross-border payment solutions for consumers and business-to-business or B2B payments. Whew, that was great. Now, without further ado,
Wow.
let me give you Miguel Warren once again, everyone. Hi, Migs.
Thank you, Rosh. Hi. First off, thank you for the kind introduction. It's always a pleasure, Rosh, to be working with you and your VApreneur. I call it advocacy, right? I think that what's really admirable
Yes.
is how you take it upon yourself to share everything that you know. You're going all around the country, sharing the good news, if you like. And rest assured that Pioneer will continue to support you because we really believe in this, right? That's why I'm here. I'm here because there's never been a better time to be in the Philippines as a Filipino, finding new ways to earn money online. For this is because the internet and this digital revolution is really changing the way businesses interact with each other. Businesses used to be primarily face-to-face, but these days you can have a client on the other side of the world and be providing services to him or selling goods to other businesses from the comforts of your home. And one of the things that we are starting to see, and I love this, right? There is a new breed of OFW, right? Let's call it OFW 2.0. This is not overseas Filipino worker, but it is online Filipino worker, right? And we are all digital entrepreneurs. What do I mean by that, right? I have a lot of friends that started as an individual freelancer on sites like Upwork, freelancer.com, Fiverr, and today they are operating BPOs, right? Like a friend of mine, his name is Alan Donato. He's the CEO of a company called Ease Technology Solutions. He started out in 2009 as an individual freelancer. Today, he has a BPO, a team of about 40 people out of Malolos in Bulacan, and he is servicing global clients. And he is an entrepreneur. And one of the things I think is absolutely key about Alan's success is that he treated freelancing as a business. Okay, I know a lot of our countrymen, a lot of freelancers here, they think of freelancing as a job, but I would encourage you to think of it as a business because it's really not like a regular office-based job. You can have more than one employer. You can actually have many clients, right? And unlike um, many jobs where your success is dependent on your team or other people, here your success is directly proportional to the amount of effort that you put in to be able to grow your brand, your personal uh, profile, and your freelance business. So I encourage you first off to think of freelancing, whether you are a virtual assistant or you are a customer support representative or you are a um, digital marketing expert. I encourage you to think of it as a business. And as a business, this is a good one because startup costs are relatively low. And you can really fast track the growth of your international business through international freelance websites like Upwork and Freelancer and Fiverr. So if you're just getting started, this is a great place to go to find online opportunities. And if you already are an established virtual assistant or other freelancer, you can actually get more opportunities there and work with other people to be able to grow your online business. So freelancing, that's just one example of ways to earn money online. Another example is e-commerce. And I think the myth of e-commerce is that you need a lot of money to get started. You have to build um, distribution. You have to spend a lot on manufacturing or sourcing or even branding. But e-commerce can actually be for everyone. So if anyone has heard of sites like Teespring and Gear Launch and Sunfrog and Teachip, these are sites where you can actually start an e-commerce business for zero investment. There's no upfront cost to sign up to these marketplaces. It's very easy for you to get started. All you need to do is to have some creativity, and these sites enable you to put designs on t-shirts, on mugs, on bags, and all you have to do is promote these items online, and the platforms will basically produce, ship, and fulfill the order for you. So it's amazing that e-commerce in this scenario, you can be selling t-shirts globally without having a factory, without having a production and distribution facility, without having a big staff of people actually physically selling items. From the comforts of your home, you can start selling merchandise and apparel worldwide just by starting out on sites like Teespring. And I have many friends, and several of them are Filipino, that are earning tens of thousands of dollars selling shirts to a global audience using Teespring and Gear Launch and Teachip. So I encourage you to take a look at those sites to see how you can get started, because e-commerce can be for everyone. And the myth is that the upfront investment is very high. But I encourage you to look at this as another way to earn money online. And lastly, I know a lot of you also dabble in blogging. A lot of you might be um, maintaining your own blog or your own social media presence and starting to build an audience or a following. If you are talking about a particular topic, or if you are passionate about a particular thing, if you have a targeted audience, you can actually get paid if you can promote other people's products and services. You can be an affiliate marketer, right? looking at sites like Commission Junction, Taboola, ClickBank, Share a Sale, these platforms can actually connect you as a publisher, as a content creator, with potential advertisers who are typically big brands or specialized providers of services. And they can actually pay you, depending on how relevant your content and your audience is, to sell on their behalf. So your blog can become a source of commissions and rewards and even passive income every month for doing what you love. And I know that a lot of people are already into blogging and they're already into some form of local affiliate marketing, but I encourage you to look at these international affiliate networks where they pay in dollars and they pay potentially per click. And so as you build your audience, as you build your following, and as you build your name, you can also start building a passive income stream monthly that continues to grow as you continue to exert effort in it. So that all sounds great. And certainly, as I mentioned, there is no shortage of ways to earn money online. The three examples that I gave, freelancing, e-commerce, and affiliate marketing, that's just some. That's just really the tip of the iceberg in terms of all the opportunities you have available to you as a Filipino business professional, right? But the key question here really is, how do you get paid from international business? How do you receive funds from these international sites? And how do you potentially receive funds if you have a direct client, right? I know a lot of virtual assistants have direct relationships. They don't work on marketplace platforms, and they work with their clients one-to-one. International payments are typically a big hurdle for small businesses. And you know, what's funny is that this actually started cross-border international business, online business, whatever you want to call it. It started in the late 90s with eBay, when eBay launched, and all of a sudden buyers and sellers could meet online and they could transact, but they could only do the actual confirmation online, but they couldn't actually do the online payment part. What would they do? They would be sending each other physical checks. Now, as you can see, this isn't a very efficient way of doing digital business, right? Because, for example, if you had a client in the US and they send you a check, that check could get lost in the mail, that check could be damaged, that check could get stolen, right? And if and when the check finally arrives after maybe 3-4 weeks, if you give it to your Philippine bank, your bank will go, oh no, this is for international clearing. It's going to take another 3 to 4 weeks for this to clear. And by that time, you've been waiting, I don't know, 3-4 months for your money, and you haven't gotten paid yet. And you know, that's why back then it really was a struggle. Traditional cross-border payments, including things like wire transfers, tend to be very expensive. They tend to take a lot of time. There's also a lack of transparency in terms of the foreign exchange rate that you're getting. And so ultimately, with the delays and with the costs, you're left waiting for your money. And there's a big pain point here, right? And I think that the key message, especially to people that are working online or exploring online opportunities, is that if you are in international business, you're earning in a different currency than what you are spending. So if you're living in the Philippines, you're spending in pesos. But if you have an international client or a foreign client, you're actually earning in dollars. So your actual monthly earnings in local currency are dependent on the foreign exchange, which is always moving, right? On one day, a dollar could be 50 pesos, but on the next day, it could be 48 pesos. So every movement in the foreign exchange will affect how much money you actually earned in peso terms every month. So you think of it really as you as a online professional need to be always aware of how much the foreign exchange is that you're being charged by whatever provider you go with, and also what are the additional fees that are being charged by your providers when it comes to transferring your funds. And this is something that I'm very passionate about, right? I'm very passionate about how Payoneer can help international freelancers, online entrepreneurs, e-commerce sellers receive payments from international clients at a low cost and a very favorable foreign exchange rate. For those of you that haven't heard yet about Payoneer, we are actually a New York-based company. We process about $8 billion every year in payment volume. We have almost 1,000 staff scattered in countries, and the payment service itself is active in over 200 countries. We handle 150 different currencies, and we are licensed in the US, in Europe, in Japan, and in Hong Kong to provide cross-border remittance services, right? Here in the Philippines, we recently just opened our office. We have a small team here that is focused on helping to grow the local freelance VApreneur and online seller community by basically offering a product that helps you get paid and helps you access your earnings. So remember 4, right? Payoneer, we offer 4 ways to get paid and 4 ways to use your earnings. So if you want to get paid from a global marketplace like Upwork, like Freelancer, like Amazon if you're a seller, like Commission Junction if you're an affiliate marketer, like Teespring if you're a t-shirt seller, you can use your Payoneer account to receive funds from those international marketplaces. But if you have a direct client, you can also receive from your direct client using Payoneer's billing service. This is a solution that allows you to send a payment request to your client and then get paid via credit cards or via e-checks. And we can also offer you global receiving accounts, which are like a virtual bank account that can allow your client to pay you in their local country without sending an international wire transfer. And the good news about this particular thing is that there is no minimum maintaining balance. Unlike having to go to the States to open a bank account there and having to keep money in there that's not doing anything for you, Payoneer offers you the way to receive the funds in foreign currencies at no minimum maintaining balance. And lastly, you can also receive payments from other Payoneer users, Payoneer to Payoneer. And once the funds are in your your Payoneer account, you can access them by transferring it to your local bank. Here in the Philippines, we can actually connect to more than 80 different banks that have a SWIFT code. We can also give you a Payoneer debit MasterCard, which you can use from ATMs or swipe in store or use online. And if you have balance in your Payoneer account, you can also use your Payoneer balance to pay other Payoneer users, Payoneer to Payoneer, free of charge. And you know, I think that that pretty much sums up the segment that I had in terms of ways to earn online and ways to save. But the key thing, before I end my monologue portion, is really what's in it for you, right? I'm sure that many of you have heard of PayPal. Many of you have used banks or Western Union or other remittance companies. What's in it for you if you want to consider using Payoneer? Well, in 2016, a company called Let's Talk Payments did a study and compared 3 different methods of transacting $1,000 from the US to the Philippines as a business payment. 3 options were considered: bank, PayPal, and Payoneer. And based on that comparison, if you compare option 1 and with option 3, which is Payoneer, we gave the most pesos for that $1,000 that was transacted. And the variance between us and the other option, 1,500 pesos on that $1,000. Right? So guys, on $1,000, that's 2,500 pesos. Think of it, that's like 15 premium Starbucks drinks. Right? And that's only on $1,000. Imagine if that was $5,000. On $5,000, that's something like 12,700 pesos. Okay, you can equate it to your monthly car loan. So if you change service providers, you'd have enough in savings to pay for your car loan. And again, that's only on 5,000, right? As your earnings grow, I know a lot of agency owners who have teams and teams of virtual assistants or freelancers that are working under them. I know a lot of our agency owners are earning more than $10,000 a month here in the Philippines. Guys, that comparison on $10,000 is like 25,000 pesos in savings. So imagine that 25,000 pesos in savings, that's enough for your monthly housing loan. And, you know, I'm happy to take questions. I would love to understand more about some of the pain points and challenges of receiving payments from international clients. But one of the things that I really just wanted to leave with you, Rosh, and with your viewers and listeners, is the difference that choosing your cross-border payment provider can make in terms of Starbucks, in terms of a car loan, or in terms of your housing loan, right? So happy to take some questions, happy to discuss. Just a quick recap of what I was talking about, right? Remember, freelancing is a business. E-commerce can be for everyone. You can make money from blogging or from monetizing your community. And also, understanding the impact of foreign exchange for your online business can spell a big, big difference for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Miguel. I love that part when you said you have to treat, or they have to treat freelancing as a business. Because I remember why me and my friends, you know, the rest of the VApreneur team, were still at the, what do you call that? Thinking about the idea of helping educate the Filipino freelancing industry in order to tell them that, hey, there's another opportunity in the virtual assistant industry aside from applying to Upwork or to freelancer.com. Of course, everybody has to start somewhere. But then after 2 years or 3 years in the freelancing industry, what's next? You know what? So they have to start building their authority online and find of something that they are very passionate about and turn that passion into business, you know, and then income generating business. Now, Mix, do you have any what's called this tips on how to build their online authority, knowing that you have been touring around the Philippines and talking to different people of authority that's been in the online industry as well?
Okay, so certainly I have indeed been going around meeting a lot of amazing people all over the country, and it's their stories that really inspire me as well, right? This is one of the reasons why I love my job. And a few things that I've picked up. Number one, you're not going to be good at anything if you try to be good at everything, right? So those people that I have seen that have really leveled up their online earnings have chosen to focus on one, maybe two things and do it really, really well. So here's an example. Remember I was telling you, Rosh, about Teespring?
Yes.
So I have one of my Payoneer account holders, and he is a Teespring seller. And he earns a lot of money every month. I'm not going to tell you how much, but let's just say it's a lot of money, right? And you know how he was able to do that and to build his authority and to be able to really grow his business in that way? He chose to service the needs of a very obscure niche, right? This niche is what? Country music. Who would have thought, right? Country music. So he sought to learn everything that he could about this particular niche. He built his own community, his audience. He listened to people in terms of they were passionate about. Maybe it was like, okay, people that like country music, he found that a lot of them are also very interested in cats. So he combined country music and cats and came up with a lot of very interesting t-shirt designs around that. And again, that's just an example, right? But the point here being is that he's focused and he learned, and he was able to use his listening skills to understand what his community was looking for and turn that into an amazing business for himself.
Yes, actually, I was talking to another Teespring. He knows Teespring, and he wanted to create some design ideas, and we were talking about one of the best niches in Teespring, and then he was telling me a story about someone who created designs specifically for retired veterans in the US. And retired veterans have monthly pensions coming in, so they have money. And he was able to crack that market, and he was earning like $20,000 a month just because of that design.
Absolutely, wow. Absolutely, right. And again, right, that's really just one example, right? I also have spoken to a lot of people that are into freelancing, right? Or VAs, right? A really good friend of mine owns a large agency that has many branches all over the Philippines. And his story is absolutely amazing as well. He recognized very quickly that in order for him to be able to scale his business, he has to take on partners.
Yes.
Right? And he has to continue to provide good service to his clients. And so one of the things that really struck me with this is that, you know, he kept saying yes until he until he could, what do you say? Until he could do it, right? And that's all it starts with. It starts with wowing your customer and them offering you more. Right? So it's like, oh, okay, so you've done a great job for me writing this blog. I actually have a social media site. Can you maintain that? And they're like, you know what? I haven't had any experience there, but I can certainly try. And then you just keep continuing to build in terms of your relationship with your client, and then these things will follow.
Yes, that's true. And it's also important to recognize the talents of other people, because in any business you really can't do it alone. You can't do it all by yourself. So that's the importance of getting other people in your organization. So maybe you are good at copywriting or in blogging, but are you good in website design? Are you good in graphics? How about marketing? How about networking or relationship building? So you can't have that. It's very rare that one person has that. That's my daughter. Very rare that one person has all of that, and also how about leadership? How about human resource management? So you can't think of everything else. You're gonna go crazy if you try to think of all of the business aspects by yourself. So you have to learn how to take on trusted people that are willing to do the business with you through ups and downs, struggles and successes. And I'm so happy that I have friends with me that are doing that right now with the VApreneur team. I'm so happy that I am also being a part of their online freelancing career and business at the moment. So Mix, we already have a lot of questions from the audience. Althea is also doing Be Live and Facebook, Facebook Live shows just like this one. She said exactly, being a freelancer is just like starting your own business. You will have overheads and other expenses expense operate. It is important to find ways to maximize your earnings. So it's not a question. It's an addition to what you've said. Also, Jan said, good afternoon, Ms. Rosh and Mr. Warren. What are the advantages of using Payoneer versus others? Maybe we can assume Payoneer versus the greatest competitor.
Okay, so hi, good evening. What was her name again, Rosh?
Her name was VA Jan, so maybe Jan.
VA Jan. Hi, VA Jan, or hi, Jan. Certainly, in terms of Payoneer's advantage over its competitors, I would share with you three things, right? Number one, lower fees. Number two, a higher foreign exchange rate, which means more pesos for the dollars, pounds, euros, or yen that you earn. And number three, more ways to receive payments that make it convenient for your client to pay you. So I would encourage, sorry?
And referral fees.
And rewards. We give lots of rewards, right?
Yeah.
But also, and I think this is one of the key differentiators, if you look at some of our competition, they do not have a local presence. They don't have a team on the ground trying to engage with the community, working on building more content, having more events all over the Philippines, supporting online Filipino freelancers, and really trying to level up the Philippines when it comes to freelancing and entrepreneurship.
Yes, that's true. And also, Migs is the only country manager who's entertaining questions up to the customer service level. I've seen that, and he's really doing it. So it's really to our advantage that a country manager such as Miguel is able to, entertain your your questions, everything from the smallest to the biggest question you have.
Yeah, Rosh, it's of course I try the best that I can. I do get a lot of messages, and I try as best as I can to get through all of them. But I'll tell you why I do it. I do it because I actually learn a lot about our users, about their stories, about their pain points. And this, I think, also helps me understand better the market. It helps me understand the community, and it helps me also provide better solutions that are suited to the Filipino freelancer or the Filipino entrepreneur and business. That's why I do it. And also, right, a lot of the times I'm talking to people and their stories are absolutely amazing. You were saying earlier about having a trusted group of friends and things like that. Another thing that I love about this business or this industry is that you also find a lot of husband and wife teams, right? Working together in the business, right? The husband's focused on operations, the wife is focused on sales, right?
Yes.
And one agency but two different heads. Even some affiliate marketers. It's they're both in the business. I love this, right?
Yes, that's what we're doing. I'm involved in the marketing and operations, while Sam is in the web development, and so
Exactly.
he's managing projects. Yeah.
Exactly. It's perks of online work, right? You get to spend time with people that you really want to spend time with, right?
Yes, that's true. And you can also outsource some jobs to your friends, so that will
Yes.
help them get some
Very true.
jobs and extra cash too. So you get to help them.
Very true. Very, very true.
Yes, and we have another question here. Wait. Does Payoneer have lists of accredited banks to link our account, or we can open an account in any bank in the Philippines, including those small banks, like rural banks perhaps, or thrift banks?
That's a very good question. Very, very good
Yeah.
question. So at the moment, what Payoneer can support is a bank that has a SWIFT code, right? So SWIFT is an international standard where a bank has an identifier number, And I believe that here in the Philippines, there are about 80 different banks that have a SWIFT code. Any of those Payoneer can support. Um, this is all of the top commercial banks and most of the thrift banks and some of the savings banks. The rural banks, I don't think so, not at the moment. But certainly we're always looking for additional points of integration where we're even exploring with alternative payment providers to see if people that don't have access to ATMs or banks or bank branches can still benefit from using Payoneer.
Yes, that's right. And also, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we guested Ion advocate Chai Mahabakan. You and Union Bank discussing about how you can integrate Ion, the e-payment card. How is that going right now?
Actually, Payoneer is working very, very closely with Union Bank. We are partners, and very, very soon we should be able to provide more updates on the launch, if you like, right? But certainly the service itself, we are working very, very closely with Union Bank to ensure that those Union Bank and Eon clients can access Payoneer services. And of course, moving forward, Union Bank is super important for us as a partner, not just from a payment perspective, but also potentially working in this freelancing space. And so we definitely look forward to exciting announcements and news, right? I can't announce anything yet, or I can't share anything yet, but stay tuned.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm excited about that. And you'll be going to Cebu, or is the Cebu Forum?
Yes, no. So thank you for reminding me. I wanted to invite everybody that is in and around Cebu to the Payoneer Forum this Saturday, May 27, from 1 to 5 p.m. It's going to be held at the Marriott Hotel in Cebu City. It is free, so no need to pay anything. All you have to do is to register on our Eventbrite page, and you will. I guarantee you that you will not regret attending this event. We've got an amazing lineup of speakers, including Jason Dulay, a well-known Filipino freelancer, Yasi Herbich, who is an amazing Amazon seller, Pichina Alvarez, who is the CEO of Purple Click and an expert in social media, and Michael Kubos, who started as an Upwork freelancer and now operates a 150-person BPO called Performance 360 Solutions in Cebu, in the Visayas and Mindanao. So really, really exciting and amazing lineup of speakers. I really do hope to see you there if you are around the Cebu metro area. Thank you, Rosh.
I would love to fly there too. Wow,
I almost
what an
forgot
amazing lineup.
to mention that. Yeah, but we're super excited, and definitely, seats are limited. So sign up now, please.
Sign up. Yes, yes. So that's this Saturday, 1 p.m. up to 5 p.m., right? Where is it?
Yes, that's right. It's at the Marriott Hotel.
Marriott Hotel.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
It's just an Ayala Center.
Okay, so
very, very, very central location.
all right, so guys, if you're in Cebu City or nearby provinces, or if you have the luxury to fly to Cebu, I hope that you will be there and enjoy and learn with all of the amazing speakers in the lineup. All right, so we don't have any more questions. I guess we can wrap up. I would just like to invite you in our next, VApreneur on air next Tuesday, where we will be guesting a LinkedIn expert. Her name is Miss Virginia Bautista. We met her at the Pampanga VApreneur workshop, Migs.
Yes, yes, I heard from Britzy. I read about her. Amazing, amazing story.
Yes, yes. She has been featured in Forbes, and right now I'm checking her profile. They've just hit 10,000 views for her feature alone. So she agreed to do another VApreneur on air with me to help the other freelancers and spill the beans, on how they're going to maximize and their LinkedIn profiles in order to get clients and build the business from there. So please watch us guys on Tuesday, same time, 6 o'clock. And you can ask so many questions there about your LinkedIn profile. I'm not that active in LinkedIn. I'm in LinkedIn, but I find it, pretty boring, I should say. But she said, no, it's not. That's where the money is. So I think we have to listen.
That's a very, very good point. And I will also
Yep.
say that so a lot of Filipino freelancers who have leveled up in terms of
Yep.
the business, they're running agencies, they are managing large teams, and they are basically a small BPO, right? LinkedIn
Mhm.
for them is a very key source of lead generation, right? And obviously that's another topic in and of itself, right? If you're a business, yeah, whether you're one freelancer or 10 freelancers, you need leads, people to sell
Yes.
to so that you might have new clients. And LinkedIn is a way to find other small businesses or even big businesses looking to outsource functions that we as Filipino freelancers can actually take and provide. And this is a great thing in terms of building up your profile so that you do get noticed and then you have a chance to pitch for those jobs.
Yes, yes, that's true. And one thing that I love about what she said is that in LinkedIn, there's no price tag. So because what I am good at, finding clients is in Facebook. I use Facebook groups. I maximize the Facebook groups, and there I find clients that are willing to pay more. I call them premium clients. So they can pay you up to 10 times or more than the regular Upwork or onlinejobs.ph rates. So clients in Upwork and
That's right.
onlinejobs.ph. But
That's
in
right.
LinkedIn groups, Virginia said they can pay that much too. So I'm very excited to share with you guys what she has to share with us.
Great. Congrats, Rush. That sounds amazing.
Thank you so much, Migs. And for everyone that's been watching us live, thank you so much. Please keep on watching every Tuesday, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. We will be live simultaneously via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So I hope that you will be seeing and watching more of the VApreneurs on air soon. And hopefully we can go there in one of your provinces soon through the VApreneur workshops with the VApreneur team. So thank you very much once again. Bye, Migs, and bye, everyone. Thank you for
Bye,
watching.
Rush. Bye, everyone. Thank you.